Yo, guys, we are live. We're trying to go live everywhere. So we are live on YouTube, we're live on Crowdcast, and we're also live on Instagram. So for Instagram people, link is in the bio. It says watch live event. So go click on it and watch it because there's going to be a presentation and you don't want to miss that. Everybody on Crowdcast, so happy to have you guys here. Don't freak out if I'm like looking right here because this is where my screen is set up. This event, like it's been something that's in the making for the last 5-6 years. I'm not gonna lie to you. um so much work went into it, and I'm just so excited to be sharing it with you because if it wasn't that big, I wouldn't be doing this. I wouldn't be wasting your time. I wouldn't be taking my time to be doing this, but this is too big not to share it with everyone. That's why we decided to go live on YouTube. We decided to go live everywhere else. Okay.
On LinkedIn or on Instagram, comment. Link is in the bio and pin that comment.
Okay. So
people miss the intro to your live.
All right. So let me do that. I just did this, and then let's see if we can pin it. Yep, we can pin it. So now it's pinned in. So guys, on Instagram, it is pinned. You can click on it and just go watch the live that is happening right now. So we have people from everywhere. We have people from Canada, from Germany, from freaking Venezuela. We have people from UK, from Nigeria, from Mexico, from India. I am so excited. This is always so fun. First of all, say hi to Mrs. Qazi, my beautiful wife right here. You guys got to be super nice to her because she's the one that's going to be picking the giveaway winners. Okay. And the main thing that you need to know for the giveaway is you need to be engaged on Crowdcast because we're going to be picking the winners from there. We're going to be picking the winners from all different chats, but most importantly, Crowdcast. And if you stay in the chat, she's going to be scrolling through and finding people from there. So you want to be in there. All right. We're giving away $9,350 worth of products. Qazi's Toolkit, Freelance Colorist, my LUT Vault. I mean, it's crazy what we're giving away. So now I'm going to share my screen and we're going to just jump right in. Somebody has a question?
No, I'm saying you want to tell them to ask questions at the end.
Oh, also, guys, I want to tell you that you guys should start asking questions. Just start dropping your questions in the questions section because I'm going to take those questions at the end. Okay. So that is always one of my favorite parts because you guys get tailor-made answers to your guys's, like, whether it's concerns or like, problems that you're facing, whatever it is. So we will attack that at the end. Let me know if you see my screen and everything is good.
Yep.
And you can hear me and everything, right?
Mine is muted.
Okay.
Your chat.
All right. So you guys can, you guys can hear me and you guys can see my screen. Okay. Good, right? Okay. Yes and yes. Good, 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 good. All right. We're going to jump right in. So why don't we have chat in YouTube? I mean, that's the only thing that's like tripping me out a little bit, but I guess it's fine. Okay. All right. We're going to jump right in. So the death of individual products, like you guys are probably, hearing this and seeing this and watching the ads and going like, what is he really talking about? So this announcement is really big because I know for a fact that not only for me, this is how a lot of people in the color grading space need to move. Otherwise, people are just going to stop buying individual products, and you're going to find out why that is. So let's just move in and get to the problem, to the heart of the problem. Like, why is it a serious issue, and especially right now? Because what's happening is this. Think about 2018, 2019. There's like 3 colorists on YouTube that are teaching color grading. Now you have 5 million of them. So what's happening is this. Somebody's watching, it starts swimming in Qazi's Kool-Aid. Somebody's watching somebody else. And then 2 days later, they think they're colorists. So they're putting out products. They're putting out courses. They're putting out LUTs, not like taking shots at anybody. But the problem is that, they're trying to make a quick buck, but they haven't really etched they haven't earned it yet. They shouldn't be putting out products. So then what you do is this. You like the creator. So you're just going to go buy somebody's product. Then you're going to go and buy somebody else's LUT pack. Then you're going to buy somebody else's DCTLs. And the problem is this. When it comes to color grading, things are not 1 plus 1 doesn't mean 2. 1 plus 1 means 27 in my book. And in your book, it could be 5, right? So it's not as simple as like accounting or math problem. So then everybody has different ideologies, everybody has different approaches. And the problem that happens with that is that you, the person who's buying these products, is constantly being pulled in different directions. And you're left more confused than actually finding the solution. So you think the next product is going to help you get there. Guys, while I'm doing this, I have to take a second to figure out if my YouTube live is actually working. Can you have like Amir look at it and
He
give
said
me?
we're not live.
Guys, just give me 1 second.
We're not live on YouTube.
Because like going live on YouTube is like absolutely rocket science. If somebody teaches me that, I will pay them a lot of money. Like, I mean, seriously, it's literally saying live everywhere. So I don't know what button do I have to hit to go live. Yeah, absolutely have zero idea. I mean, it's showing everything. Like, it's just we're there. And it's saying live. It has a live button next to it.
Yeah. I've only gone live once. I also not the best.
All right. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it says like connection is excellent, like all those things.
Maybe there's a lag.
No, it can't be that big of a lag. Sorry, guys.
Oh, it says make your live public, maybe?
Can they
He's
can they give us a button, or is it like a
saying he cannot see it still.
Oh, hold on. Hold on. Sorry, guys. All right, make it public.
Yeah, there you go. It was on private, set to private.
All right, I tell him if they can see it now.
I just asked him. Qazi rocks. Yes, Ben, you get it.
Let's go. Okay. We're live. All right. Sorry, guys. Probably lost like 5 million people, but that's okay.
No, I've lost no people.
All right.
Time for more people to show up.
All right. Now we're just going to get right into it. So what I'm talking about is like, so that's the problem, right? Like, I mean, you're just basically pulled in different directions. And most of the things that I talk about, guys, it's all coming from here. I've done it. I do this stuff. I make a lot of mistakes. I'm really stupid. I mean, you can ask her. I just spent, what did I lose? Like 70 grand on 3 cars. Like I just went through like 3 different cars within like 6 months and lost like 70 grand because I can't really decide, right? So like, I mean, I should have done more research and I just can't wait and I got to jump to the next thing. So that's why I get so passionate and excited about these things, because I've done the hard work for you. You don't necessarily have to do that. So what I'm trying to show you here is like, even for myself, like I created a plugin last year. If I'm going to come out with a new one, you have to buy that, right? And then I'm going to come out with a new course and you have to buy that. Like this ends today. I want to end that. So I want to end it. And what do I want to do like instead? First of all, let's talk about like why you should listen to this guy. Who is this guy? So I'm Qazi. I'm a senior colorist. I run a company called Qazi & Co. It's a post-production studio. And we've been grading for over 15 years, working with top tier brands. I mean, just look at all these brands: Prime Video, Universal Studios, Adidas. We work with Kanye and Drake, T-Series. I collaborated with Lawrence Sher actually on this Kanye and Drake project. I worked for The Weeknd, Blumhouse, which was a super cool project. And the list goes on. There's 50 more brands that I work with. So more important than that, if you want me to brag it out, I'm the most followed colorist in the world. Okay. And if it's not bragging if it's true. And why is this important? Why should you care about this? You should care about this because I say more no's than yeses, because my inbox is always full. People want to hire me. And that's the power of this right here. Okay. When people hire me, they treat me like a partner. They don't treat me like a factory worker. They don't ask for 700 revisions. That's why this matters. And when you are under my ecosystem and when you're working with me, I'm not just teaching you which button to press and the hard skills, those are important, but I'm also helping you with this constantly because you need to be marketable. There's why else are you here? Why else are you listening to me? I mean, what's the point in doing that if you're just doing that for fun? Why don't you just go play FIFA or something? Like, you're here because you want to provide for your family, you want to work half the time, make twice the money, you want to do all of those things. This gets you do that. And you know, the most important thing, which is why I'm so proud of this, is the data that I get. I have the most data as a colorist in the entire world than any other colorist. I know exactly your guys' pain points. I know exactly what you guys want because I interact with all of you guys, 1 million of you guys. So I know the problems and I can create solutions and provide help that can get you to that next level. So when you see this right here, projects, personally, that used to take me 2 to 3 days, with my system that I'm about to reveal to you, I get them done in under 3 hours. And this is not just a made up number. Like, I'll prove it to you. So I'm talking about this. How does all of this happen? It's with one mindset, one approach, and proven results. Simple as that. If you're going to be pulled in 500 million different directions, I'm sorry. You're not going to be efficient. So what I'm announcing today? The complete grading ecosystem. Everything you need in one place, one philosophy. Everything that I've ever made, everything that I will ever make. Okay? And this is only for people that are serious, people that have spent hundreds, if not thousands of dollars into buying different products and are just not satisfied. It's for people that are tired of conflicting approaches because it's pulling them in different directions. It is for people that want to work with top tier brands and not just local businesses. It's for people that are serious about professional results with one consistent approach, so they don't consistently and constantly have to change their workflow. It's daunting. I've been through that because I'm self-taught and it's not fun. It's for people that are just done producing amateur work. No matter what they do, their work is not at that caliber. So if you're happy piecing together random products or think free YouTube videos will get you where you want to go, then you should not waste your time or mine or anybody else's here. And this is the time that you want to just like walk away and keep doing your thing. Otherwise, stick around because I'm about to do this. This is the second most exciting part of this entire presentation because I am releasing 2 brand new products. I haven't put out a course in 5 years. And there's a simple reason for that. I haven't done a course in 5 years because I didn't want it to be FCM 2.0. I want it to be something different. I'm not the cash grab guy. I don't just go for the quick thing. I spent a lot of time and effort into FCM and it changed lives of thousands of people. And 5 years later, I put out a brand new course, but just wait till I tell you what makes this so revolutionary. And speaking of revolutionary, Rapid Grade plugin. It is live. It is out. One bad news, it is available today for Mac users, but it will be available for Windows users within a week or something. Like, we're working on it very hard. Like, my development team is going nuts. So this will be released very soon, okay? One-click look system. This is our proprietary system. When I get into it and show you this, it's going to absolutely blow your mind, okay? So this is the most exciting, one of the 2 most exciting things that are happening today. So let's just jump right into it. Rapid Grade, I want to give you a quick live demo. It is built on the same foundation, one philosophy, one-click results. And you're about to see that. You want a teal and orange? One click. You want a clean commercial look? One click. You want a classic Hollywood look? One click. And now let me just show you instead of just talking about it. So we're right here, okay? Here we are. We have this shot right here. The client asked for a teal and orange look, okay? Let's just say you're too busy. You got a lot going on. Maybe let's just say when it comes to color grading, your color grading chops are not at that level. You're a content creator. You do a bunch of different things. You're an amazing shooter. You're an amazing editor, sound designer, all of that. Color grading, you need some help. Great. That's where Rapid Grade comes in. Let's drop that puppy on. First of all, I mean, look at the logo, how cool that is. You drop that on, and right up top right here, you have one-click look system, okay? So proud of it. And the craziest thing about it, what I'm doing for you guys, especially for these early adapters, people that are watching it right now, I am including my essentials pack. This is a $600 pack um, that I'm going to be including for absolutely free with the tool when you get it. Okay. So that is right here. Once I choose that, then I just go under presets, right? Like, so these are all the one-click looks that I've built. I mean, first of all, I just want to say that. I want to tell you that I've been working on this product since January of this year. So we've been working, I mean, me and my developer, we've been going insane for the last 10 months to get you guys this, because I wanted to make sure that if you guys like Porsches, and if you understand that analogy where I'm going to go with this right now, Porsche only has one good product, right? Which is 911. That's their main car. Unlike any other brand, like McLaren, Ferrari, they have like 7 different models. Porsche has one main guy, 911. And then within that 911, they have a billion variations. Okay. So you can start with like a 911 base Carrera, which is just like a 4-cylinder, whatever, like nothing amazing about it. Or built on a same chassis, wide body, but same chassis, you can get a 911 GT3 RS, a freaking monster, like a car that hypercars can't even touch when it comes to like setting track records, right? It's that crazy. So what I did is exactly the same. Qazi's toolkit is being used by over 4,000 people, and people are getting insane results with it. I wanted to take that and just turn it up a notch. Like, I'm talking about, like, how about 1900 notches? Just crank it up so freaking much that we end up with something that is that GT3 RS product, okay, from Qazi. And that's what you're looking at. So now, again, let's talk. Let me just show you. I mean, I'm not a talker. So folder, we selected essentials pack. And now under preset, I'm just going to go down here and I'm going to select tasteful teal and orange. We also have cliche teal and orange, which is funny. Sometimes there's going to be a time and place for it. But we go to tasteful teal and orange. Watch the screen, what's going to happen. Before I do that, why don't I turn on the charts so you can actually see what's happening? Let's just turn on our color chart so we can see the difference that we're about to make. I'm going to go under preset, go back, tasteful teal and orange, one click. Done. Look at where we started to where we ended up with a single click. And now I'm going to go and do this. I'm going to show you. Just keep an eye on this color chart, okay? Bypass everything, where we started, to what kind of sophisticated look we created with one click. This is not just a LUT. There's a lot happening under the hood. Again, there's a 15 years of experience coming into play to create something like that. Once again, I'm just going to show you. Go here, tasteful, teal and orange. You are done. Set it and forget it. Look at the vector scope. We took this and we turn it into this. We took this, look at the colorized waveform, and we turn it into that. Such a prominent teal and orange. And this is done, like printed. You don't have time, or if you want to scale and you just want to have a tool that can just help you do that super fast, look at this. This just did that. Okay, let me show you something else. Let's go here. This is a fashion commercial. You are looking for a clean white look. Okay, you want to get that signature clean white look? You just go under presets and you just go select commercial white. The beautiful thing about this essential pack, the reason why I call it the essential pack, is that I have gone ahead and gave you every single thing that you will ever need. I'm talking about, you're working on narratives, you're working on music videos, you're working on a documentary, a social media spot, you're working on a fashion little 15-second reel. Whatever it is that you're working on, you will find a solution right here.
Maybe
okay,
they want to see the other teal and orange.
Oh,
Not the tasteful, the cliche.
Oh, the cliche?
Yeah.
Oh, no, don't even ask for it. All right, let's go. Let's look at it. So we go to cliche teal and orange, and like this thing is just like punching you in the mouth, right? Like this is just so pushed. But the beautiful thing about it is this. We go to color adjustments. All of these are, they work exactly like if you're making these changes in camera. Beautiful thing about it is that you can hover over and let it go, and it will tell you exactly what each parameter does. Just go to any parameter, let it go. I'll tell you exactly what it does. So in this one, for saturation, we're using a much better saturation model than your YRGB in here. So if I go right here in my saturation, and if I start just messing with it, so if I just go in this cliche teal and orange, and I just like dial it back to something like that, all of a sudden it's very useful. Like now we can work with that. Like this is basically pretty good. So now if I go back to this is really funny, and thanks for bringing this up. If we go here and we do our commercial white look, I mean, look at how clean this is. And I can just tell you the difference that we're making if I go right here and do before. You see this like gunky little yellow that's seeping in right here? We just got rid of it just like that. Like, look at how crisp and clean this is. Look at how the skin tones pop. Like, look at him, how he's like being separated from the background. Look at this right here, how he's just pulled out of the background. One click, you're done.
Maybe multiple people are asking, what are all these other nodes?
What are all these other nodes?
Yeah.
No, that's just like me testing stuff. So like, don't pay attention to any of that. We can just like literally delete all of these.
They're saying they want to see it start from log.
Oh yeah, so we're getting there. That's amazing. So we're going to get there very soon. But I want to give you another example. I want to give you a very extreme example. So you're seeing this, right? Some clients be like that, right? They come in, they just go, hey, I want an extremely crazy look. We didn't have time to shoot this in fall, but this is supposed to look like fall. Okay, what are you going to do about it? Well, you know, Uncle Q got you covered. You just go under here and you select fall and just watch what's going to happen. So I'm going to turn on, this is actually going to be very exciting. So I'm going to turn on color charts so you're looking at it. And now let me just go under presets and select fall and just look at this. I mean, come on.
I want to be there.
I mean, come on. You know, so it's just like, I mean, okay, so like, let me turn this off.
That is the pumpkin spice look. So
right?
Says, does it have a pumpkin spice look? This is it, Ben.
So bypass all. This is what we started with. And this is where we ended up. Bruh, I'm going to take you inside of every single little inch of this because nothing is going to crack. Nothing is going to crack. Just watch it. Like, it will all latch on. Like, just look at this. The entire thing. With a single click, you are done. Okay? It's just that simple. You want to create like an 80s really beautiful film negative look? Retrochrome. I cooked that up. Just check this out. This is before and after. It's like so gentle. I mean, like, look at our waveform. Look at our vector scope. What's happening? It is to die for. Like, look at the skin tones against the foliage in the background. Just like that. You want to modify it? So you guys want to see what we can do from scratch? Like, I want to give you a quick scenario. First of all, I just want to show you, let's just say, let's actually just do it on this shot. So let me just show you how quickly we can create like something similar to what I was doing. So
says what in the witchcraft is this?
This is what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. It's just one click and you're there. Okay, let's build it really quick. It's simple. This tool is so simple, it is hilarious. It's just broken into 3 main sections, okay? So you got your film look, you got your shot correction, and you got your film traits. And just simple as that, and you're done. Like, you got your look. So let's just start, and you have to go from top to bottom. I mean, you don't have to. You can do whatever you want. You should go from top to bottom, okay? So let's just go in our curves. I'm going to turn these on, and under your film look preset, you want to start with this. Look at the amount of presets that we gave you guys right here. You have 3 variations of Kodak 2383. You have 3 variations of 3513. You have 3 of my all-time favorite film negatives. These are used in movies like Knives Out and The Wolf of Wall Street. Okay, so you want to use 5219 film negative with film positive 2383. You can just go and select that. You want to do 5217 2383. I really like that because look at the whites are going to be so freaking clean and crisp. It's just, wow, I can taste it. It's so good. So I'm going to start with that. And then in here, everything is broken up so beautifully. It's just so easy to understand. You got your film contrast and you got your color contrast. Film contrast is only going to affect the actual contrast of your image. And then it's broken into 5 different tiers, like your blacks, your undertones, midtones, highlights, whites. And then you have color contrast for your blacks, undertones, midtones, highlights, and whites. So we can make all those changes, but let's just do something fun. I'm going to go in my split tone, right? The thing that makes Qazi's, or the thing that makes Rapid Grade, I was going to say Qazi's toolkit. The thing that makes Rapid Grade so special is that everything is pre-configured. Most of the things that you're going to see here are already pre-configured. So what am I talking about? If I click on enable split tone, just look what happens in this area. Bam. Like what? This is before, this is after. I mean, look at the separation that we're creating. Just like that. It's already applied. I spent 8 months with this product to get it dialed in, tested it on hundreds of different shots where you just turn the thing on and it is set in the best spot. So for me, if I'm buying something from like a pro colorist, and if they're selling a tool, and if I like their work, I will be so happy that they did that. They already did the work for me. Now, at this point, if you want to crank the strength, you can do that easily. If you want to dial it back, you can do that. We can just like leave it at default. And this is what we got going on, right? I'm not going to go through the entire tutorial because like once you get the plugin, we have a whole masterclass that it comes with. So it just takes you through every single thing. So a lot of people have some complaints with Qazi's toolkit that there wasn't enough material. While in this one, you get like a mini masterclass with the entire package. So it's not just a simple walkthrough. It just tells you every single thing that you need to know about every parameter and how to best use it. Okay. So sky, if I go under my sky, look at this. Is broken into exposure, saturation, sky depth, and contrast and hue. Think about this. When you're working on a car commercial or something like that, what are the most important things? It's always the sky, foliage, skin tones, right? In our shot correction, we gave you exactly that, plus gunk removal. That's going to get rid of like any of like the gunk that sits in like the lower mids of like any digital footage. Like think of any like Alexa, Sony, whatever. There's like this gunk that sits in like the lower mids and it just cleans that up. Just one click, cleans it up. Like, I mean, you're seeing it, what it's doing. Like right here in the vector scope, like look at in this area, what it's doing, cleaning it up. Just that's it. And now if I go here in my sky, and if I want to add more depth to my sky, like you could see what I'm doing here and you can see the actual sky, like how I'm making that change. Do I want to bring the exposure down? I can do that. Do I want to add more saturation? I can do that. Okay. Just like that. And I do enable and disable. Look at how clean these results are. Okay. Okay. This is where the real fun starts in our foliage. Similar ideology, parameters as sky, but something very special happens because this is where if we wanted to create a fall look, you know how I did it? I started with foliage depth and this just gave it like so much meat to like my actual grass. Then I just went back to my saturation and I just like went back a little bit just to kind of burn it. And then I went under my hue and I just pulled it back. Just like that. And I do before and after. And it's look at this. Look at this, what we're creating. Now at this point, if I bring the exposure down, it's going to just give it a little bit more meat. And just like that, we just went from here to here. Everything belongs. Like it was shot like that. Okay. Gunk removal is already done. Best part about film traits, everything is pre-selected. Majority of the stuff. So once I click on it, just look how everything is going to look magical and film-like. Boom. Single click. Hopefully you can see it on your screens, but you can even see it here, the changes that we're making. Just single click. White's got a lot cleaner. The saturation became such a film-like saturation. And then if I just take you through and show you what's doing that is like in our film saturation, we have these presets. I'm going to be adding a bunch of more presets here, okay, for a bunch of different things, for skin tones, stuff like that. Actually, you know what? Let me just take you through skin tones. We didn't even do that. That's like so exciting. So like right here, we have our skin tones. I can go in like pop skin and just like look at what it's doing. Just look at this. So this is such a unique functionality in our skin tones parameter. We have radiant, rosy, even, and pop skin. So radiant is like if we just want to bring their skin up, we can just do that easily. And you can like really see the difference on this guy. If we want to bring it up, we can just easily do that. Rosy is like if their lips are looking a little brown or something like that. If you're just really pushing the look, you can bring that back. So if we just look at her lips, like, you know, so we can just like bring this around here and we can do that. Even just look at this and this right here, and it's going to bring these closer. So that's like evening out your skin tones. I usually leave it somewhere in the middle. And then pop is doing so much on the back end to give you the results that you're getting. Just look at the color charts. And when I start pushing it to like what it's doing to my skin tones, I mean, come on, just look at this. Like so, like it's so thin right now. It's so thin. There's nothing there. And it's like usually what I have to do is like I have to manipulate my entire image to add this much pop into my skin tones. Now I can just only affect my skin tones and leave the rest of my image looking the way it's looking because it's looking great. Okay. I'm going to go back in here, film saturation. We're adding mid-tone saturation into our image. Again, way more sophisticated than HSV or any other saturation model. And then if you actually want to have clean whites, you can just take your highlights and go all the way back. Look at what's happening here. Look at what's happening here. We just cleaned out our highlights. So I usually leave that somewhere around here. Okay, so that just makes the entire image look a lot more natural. I mean, it's not natural. I mean, we started with this. I mean, what are you talking about? Like, we ended up here. This is crazy. But still, just giving it that one little extra sophistication. Okay, shadows. Look at this area. Look at this area. Anywhere there's going to be some contamination, some color seeping in, like look at this area right here, it will just clean that up. Nothing is going to crack. Nothing is going to look weird, muddy, anything like that. Okay, and
now.
okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, you still can't see me though, right?
No, I can see you now.
So what is the screen is black? And you can see this screen too?
No, right now I see you.
Now you can see everything?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right, awesome. Thank you. Okay, so sorry about these challenges, guys. Like you just don't anticipate these things.
Like panicking. Panic.
Yeah, exactly.
Panic at the disco.
All right, good. We have 715 new messages. Like you're seeing this?
The chat is lit.
Let's go. Okay. All right. So the thing about our film density, this is what makes it different. This is what makes our products different than anybody else's product, because most of the products are created. I keep saying that. Let me explain to you what that means. Most products are created by color scientists. They never show their work because they don't have nothing to show for. And that's not to take a shot at them. They have a completely different job. They're really good with math, so they can give you a slider that is red density and it's technically correct what it's supposed to do. Well, I don't care about that. I'm an artist. I don't care about that. So I want my density to work how I want it to work. You know how I want my density to work? When I increase this, technically, it should just drop the exposure of that channel or of that hue. I don't want that. I want it to drop the exposure. Yes. I want it to kick up the saturation, and I want it to add more punch on top of it. And let me just put it into practice and show you what's happening. Now look at this and like what we're doing, how big of a difference it's making. Let's go to our yellows and do that. And like, look at where we're going with it. Let me take my cyan and move it around. And like, look at the difference that's being created here. And that is what's different about our products than anybody else's. Okay. Bleach bypass, you never want to turn that off. That's already like pre-qualified, like, set up like we're supposed to be, because if I turn it off, it looks so digital, the image does not look good. It's just dialed in perfectly where it's supposed to be. Okay. Film grain, our film grain is different than anything else. Like resolved film grain does not compare to this. Okay. And let me show you why. I take you to Super 16. Look at this. It's actually embedded into my footage. My footage became softer. Okay. So it's actually changing the texture of my footage instead of just being like smeared on. That's not what's happening. It's not like smeared on. And it's just like, look at this. This is before, this is after. This is actually embedded inside of it. Same thing with like Super 35, whatever I want to leave it on. Halation, Qazi's toolkit halation turned up to like 13. Okay, it's optimized. It's much better. We give you some options here, but for me, I just like these are already like set up, like dialed in. I mean, look at this. This is absolutely gorgeous. This is actually, the footage was shot with that. Like this is what it looks like. So set it and forget it. Then I want to show you something, one of the most like exciting things that is going to blow your mind. Okay, so let's go back to this shot. Let's go back to the good teal and orange. Oh, we're going to select that. And I want to show you this. This is so exciting. Actually, you know what? I want to show you on this shot. So let's go here. Let's go here. All right, lens effect. What are these lens effects? Let me just show you something. These are inspired by two of my favorite movie and a show, The Batman. This right here. This was one of the coolest things I had ever seen when I watched the movie. And this, what's happening on the edges, when you read the articles, they say that the DP actually put Vaseline on the actual lens or a matte box filter, and then that's what created this effect right here. It is to die for. Okay, and then if I take you to Shogun, and if I show you this right here, similar thing is happening here. Like, there's like crazy vignetting and this like blur that's happening on the edges. So we went ahead and great artist steal. So we just went ahead and we created two presets. We call one preset B and one preset S. Preset B is for the Batman. And if I were to now bring you right here, and if I just do before, look at this, and after, look at this, mind bending. Okay, I'm going to park it here. I'm going to do before this and then after. Like, come on. Okay, look at the lights, these lights in the background, before, okay, and after. One click. You're picking up on this theme now? Like just one click. You want a Shogun result? Preset S. Completely different than the other one. Completely different than the other one. But the results are still impeccable. Okay? Just one click away. This is a resource hogger. Do not use it in the beginning. Do it like at the end. I'm telling you that much, like right now. This is going to choke your system. So select it, whichever one you're going to go with, turn it off, turn it on at the end. Okay? So that is my 2 cents with that. Let's go back here. Let's finish this look off with one last thing. I want to show you this. Film mode. Okay? When you click this and turn this on, we have 3 different presets here. So normally, if you want to just create this concoction, turn it into black and white, go to black and white, you got that. So that's just a straight, translation from like, or like a straight like change from color to black and white. Done. Simple, right? 1-to-1. But look at this orthochromatic black and white. Look at how interesting this is, this black and white. Like, compared to that. How soft and gentle it is, like in the roll-offs, yet it has so much punch in the midtones. And everything just feels so much more like this would be so interesting to watch in black and white compared to like this very flat black and white. So we have these 2 options right here. Then we have 2 strip. 2 strip is amazing because like just look at our vector scope, how it's going to be expanded like that. And then 2 strip just takes it and just kind of tilts it like that a little bit. Like just adds a little bit more magenta, makes the blues a little bit more cyan, and it just does that thing. And I'm in love with it because that takes out so much more gunk in the image. Sometimes when you apply it, you do have to go under your global adjustments. All these changes are just like if you've made these changes in camera, and if you hover over, it'll tell you exactly what's happening. But in this, now I'll just go in my tint and I'll probably pull it back a little bit just to kind of correct like, the too much of the magenta in the skin tones. And like that would be that. But guys, like, I mean, we started with this, we ended up here. I mean, come on. You can actually go through and bypass one at a time. So you can just see what your film look is doing. Let's do this. Let's kill all of these. And then let's just see what's our film look is doing, what our shot correction is doing, and then what our film traits is doing. And now you're seeing why every single step is absolutely essential to creating this look. And just look at the changes in the color charts. Bam, look at this punch, shot match, shot correction, and then finally this. So guys, like, we're commentating, I'm taking you through it. You're seeing how simple everything is broken up and how easy it is for you to just go, I need more dynamic range. Go and get more dynamic range. The best thing about this tool is that right here, this is done in stops. So if you're going right here and you're going, man, this is really clippy, I want to bring that down. Well, how about you bring it down 1 stop? We just bring it down 1 stop. Now I just do before and after, and we just brought it down 1 stop. And there's like actually more information that we can see. That's before, this is after. Absolutely magical. What if you just want to bring up your shadows? Take it and like raise it up and like look at what it's doing in these areas. First of all, I want to make sure that my lens effect is not turned on. Okay. Yeah. So look at these areas and like how it's bringing it up. So natural and just evening out the entire image. And now if I do before and after, World of a difference. Okay, just one thing to keep in mind. um, Texture based effects like grain, halation, lens effect, and dynamic range will not translate as a LUT, because the best thing that we offer you down here is like you can turn these into LUTs, generate 33-point LUT, generate 65-point LUT. Okay, so these you cannot do otherwise. The screen and everything is good, right?
Everything is good. So just mention to everybody that if their chat gets frozen, for them to refresh the page, because obviously we said the winners will be picked from the chat.
Yes, guys. So just do that. What she said. So like refresh your page if your chat is frozen. Okay. So just like refresh, and then that should put you back on. Um,
But the comments are actually really funny. Like people are like, "Yay! Now I can spend time with my family."
that's, I mean, literally, like, as it's like, okay, so now this is a perfect segue to go into the next thing. So this was just a quick little demo. I mean, there's so much more that I cover. Like I have a full masterclass with the product, but now I want to take you to this. I'm so excited. It's done. It's already printed, ready for you to watch right now, and it's something that took me so long to do. Unlike any course out there. Why? Because this is what happened. I got a really big color grading job for a music video. This client, his last video came out a month ago or something, already sitting at over 4 million views. This one is going to be much, much bigger. Got the project, obviously paid gig, asked for his permission, if it's okay, that I can shoot an entire course on it. And if I can share it with my people, and if I can give them access to the footage. And he goes, yes, and yes, and yes. That is going back to that whole thing again, why it matters to be the most popular, the most followed colorist in the world. I mean, it has its benefits, its advantages. Okay. So if you're just like nobody, and some like you're reaching out to somebody and they give you a gig, they're not gonna let you do any of that stuff. So, and I am at the same time very thankful that I'm in this opportunity, because I get to now share this with thousands of people. Okay, so here's the thing. Usually a music video will take 2 to 3 days to color. That's pretty normal. That's okay. Like that's the time that people will like give you. This entire thing, I shot it in real time. It's one take. The entire project was graded and approved in 2.5 hours by using Rapid Grade Beta. It wasn't even the product that we have today. I was using Beta, and everything was done in less than 3 hours from start to finish. So in this course, I'm going to take you through client brief, the entire grading unedited section, feedback, revisions, and delivery. You're going to witness all of it. I'm going to be showing you like text messages from the client. I'm going to have you sit right here like a trainee watching me work. This, like I mentioned, I didn't want to make Freelance 2.0 or Freelance Colors 2.0, like show you, oh, there's this new knob that I found that's really cool. Nobody cares about that. This is going to be for people that are just like, bro, I'm scaling faster than I can handle, and I need to get faster at grading. Like you just ramp it up. Well, okay, now you can work 5 to 10 times faster. This is not a pipe dream. This is not some made up stuff. This is not some, internet guru talk. This is an actual course that you're going to watch from start to finish. And for my client to give me a seal of approval, everything just got done. And it all happened within 2.5 hours, less than 3 hours. You guys are going to get that. If somebody would have given me this, like, I'm not kidding. If somebody would have given me this like 7, 8 years ago, I mean, I'm already like, I think doing pretty okay, but it would have been way better. It just would have been way better. I just know it. So now I just want to jump into the complete ecosystem. Like, what are you getting when you become part of Cosverse? That's what we're calling it. I actually don't know if I've mentioned it anywhere. Yeah. So it's going to be called Cosverse. And this is what it's going to include, all of this. Okay. So now I want to start taking you through it. Flagship plugins. So right now we have Qazi's Toolkit and Rapid Grade, which is $1,800 value, like right here. So when you get Cosverse, you're going to be getting this entire packet. Okay. So you're going to be getting Qazi's Toolkit, and then you're going to be getting Rapid Grid, which is $997 value. And then once you go in here, you're going to have all these videos. This is, like I said, a mini masterclass that you're going to get. Download it and enjoy. Okay. Then we have a complete course library. Okay, this is just one place, one philosophy. It's just one pack, like one deal. This is not like you get access to all of this. You don't pay extra for, because you need to have like a pro plan or pro plus plan. No, you get access to all of this. Okay, complete course library. So like right now we have freelance colorist, we have music video job shadow. This course is done, ready for you to watch right now with the project file, like everything. Don't ever skip walkthroughs. Always watch my walkthroughs because they're just going to save you so much headache. All of that is ready to go. You know what's so exciting? I'm working on one more course. Pretty much every course that I'm going to do from now on is going to be a job shadow because this is just the best way to learn. Okay. And the next one that I'm working on, which is with collaboration with Josh Miller. I don't know if he's here, but shout out to my boy, Josh Miller. This is going to be a oneer. It's one shot. If you guys have seen, what's the show on Netflix? The one take show? Adolescence. So like it was basically inspired by that. So Josh Miller went and shot a short film. It's a horror vibe short film. It's one take. The guy in a car, getting out of the car, walking from outside at night into a shop, going into different locations inside the a blockbuster or something like, a movie store. All of that is just one take. So I'm going to be grading all of that in real time and showing you how I would approach it, how I would attack it. That course I want to put out in the next month or two, just giving you a heads up. So that's going to be going in there as well. You are also getting access to all my LUTs and power grades. And as of now, we have pretty chunky stuff in here. So the entire LUT vault, these LUTs are not like, those LUTs that people put out 500 LUTs a weekend. They're not like that. Every single LUT in here is created so meticulously with so much love. One LUT equals one project. So you will have a LUT for your documentary. You will have a LUT for your car commercial. You will have a LUT for your fashion, like 15-second reel. You will have a specific LUT for each thing. And then cheat code power grades, forget about it. This is basically, I'm giving you the same exact power grade that I used on my last Universal Studios gig. How cool is that? You're just like that gig that got approved. Those people were so freaking happy. The same power grade that I've used to work on the weekend Universal Studios campaign, that is right here. You're going to get access to that. Okay. Time saver power grades. If you're running and gunning, you just want to do something really fast. You're just like, dude, don't give me a 23 node power grade. That's okay. Don't get mad. Take this, like time saver power grades. Super simple. I think 6 or 7 nodes. The impact, they still pack a punch. Okay. Get that. Going back. Mini masterclasses and PDFs. Okay. So this is perfect if you're just like, dude, I just need a quick answer. I can't get into a full-blown course. And if you are just stuck making $500 to $800 working for local businesses and you're like, dude, what is stopping? What is that thing that I need? Well, this is giving you some crazy in-depth insights to those things, like Hollywood commercial case study. This is like the Universal Studio commercial that I graded, one of the many that I graded. And this is an entire breakdown. I just like show you every single thing, every single parameter. I take you through the entire thing. So like, go watch it. Now you know how stuff is done at that level, at that caliber. We have the 5 secrets that make clients choose you over everyone else. Like, there's going to be so many eureka moments in there that you're going to go, oh my God, like my life has changed. Like, now I'm not going to make those small mistakes. Advanced look development breakdown with Qazi's toolkit. Okay. Everybody that's been like, our customer has been asking for like, oh, give me more stuff with Qazi's toolkit. Now you have an entire look development breakdown with this toolkit. So go use it. Hollywood Colorist Playbook. There's going to be so much more stuff that I'm adding to this in the next month or two. Like, it's a joke. Moving on, we have production footage library. Okay. This is something that took a lot to get okay from these clients. Why? Because these videos are actually graded and they're collecting millions of views. Okay. These are real world projects. I'm not getting you some stock footage. And if you think the stock footage is the same as this, think again. It's not. Because stock footage, everything is too ideal, too perfect, too plasticky, too glossy. Okay. This is not how real world projects are. Okay. You have to work with what you're given. And I was going to add only 2 projects, but right now we are up to 4 projects. And this one is so long that I had to break it up into like 2 different parts. I'm going to be adding so many more projects, and these are all in log. Take it and have fun with it. I mean, who does that? Like you just can't get access to that stuff because that was the biggest bottleneck for me when I was starting out. I wanted to get my hands on the real like Alfa Romeo commercial. Get me access to that so then I can work on it and I can actually know what to do when I actually land that gig. But I just didn't know how to do that. Well, now you're getting access to all of that. What's funny is that a lot of these deals are made because I just charge my clients less. So I literally say, in exchange for charging you less, can I please have rights to this footage that I can share with my community? So this is just like a good like flywheel, helps everybody. Weekly custom looks. I'm super excited about that. You guys are going to be getting access to our school community, brand new community. This is going to be so much better than Facebook community because Facebook is like, the algorithms are so freaking stupid. Like it just, I'll publish something and only one person will see it in like a 7,000 people group. Like I just don't know how Facebook works. So we're switching over to school. I mean, we'll still have like individual products that people purchase. So they're still going to be on those communities like Facebook. We're going to keep that going. But everybody that's going to be becoming part of Cosverse is going to be getting invited to school community where we will do weekly looks. You will submit your wish list Monday through Wednesday every week. Monday through Wednesday, you send me your wish list, like a specific look you want me to create. From Wednesday to Sunday, I'm going to work on it, cook up that look. And on Sunday, Chef Qazi is going to share it with everybody. So you are going to get that look in that community. Maybe we'll send out an email to all Cosverse people so like everybody can get access to it. Okay. And then we're going, like usually I charge, what's really funny is like I charge $2,500 for a custom look. Like if somebody wants me to create a custom LUT or custom look for their project, I would charge $2,500. You guys are going to be getting 50 of those a year. 50 of those a year. Okay. Monthly live Q&A sessions. So these are going to be 1 hour long sessions, depending on how many people show up and like how busy and how much engagement we got going on. Like how we got crazy engagement here, 1,238 new messages. That's crazy. So like, I mean, if we have crazy engagement happening, we're going to keep it going for an hour, maybe a little over an hour. These sessions, there's going to be no agenda. I'm going to show up 3 p.m. on Sunday, Pacific time, my time. You guys jump on, ask your questions, get your answers. Simple as that. And just hang out, have fun. Tell me what was the last movie or show you watched. What did you think about it? Like, and just have a conversation. And the best of all, everything in the future, you're just covered. You just pay it once and you just got everything, like for the next 15 years, for the next 30 years. So like whatever, you just got unlimited access, whatever we create. So the total value of all of this is $15,900 per year and growing, because I already told you how many different products that I'm going to be adding here. I didn't even mention one crazy thing here. We're going to be doing creator collaborations. So I'm already in the talks. I can't speak and mention those names, but we're already in the talks of like collaborating with some crazy creators, which I know for a fact that you guys are following. We're going to be I'm going to be curating and making sure if I bring in their power grades and their LUTs and their like presets and stuff that I can approve, first of all, that they deserve to be here. So I'm going to be that curator. I'm going to be that like firewall. But then that way you guys are going to get so much more for your money because now you're getting even stuff from like your other favorite creators. So some of our success stories, I mean, you can just go on the website once I give you the link and like you can read like for hours, like all the testimonials. But here's the thing. Marietta secured a year-long project, gained new clients globally after using this system. Okay. Brian went from a bank teller to Brazil's most renowned colorist. Josh Miller was able to quit his 9 to 5, and now he's literally living his freelancer dream. And these are the brands, some of the brands that our members are working with. So this is it. This is as high and as big as it gets. So if you want to work with these brands, if they're working with these brands, why can't you? Simple as that. So now I'm going to just come down to this. Like you have 3 options. Okay. So keep spending money, hundreds to thousands of dollars buying individual products and just like, deal with different conflicting approaches. Or option 2, you can piece everything together yourself, whether you're watching YouTube videos or whatever it is, and deal with those conflicting ideologies and try to distill the message. But you have to learn with your mistakes. And that's the worst thing to do in 2025. Learn from your mistakes, because it's just like keeping you so far behind than everybody else. Option number 3, join the complete ecosystem, Cosverse, one mindset, one approach, everything curated by a colorist with 15 years of experience. Okay. So that is what this is. Now, I want to take a minute and we should do our massive giveaway. First of all, massive. It is massive. $9,350 worth of giveaway. We're going to start off with LUTs.
Yes.
So we're going to be giving away 5 complete Qazi's LUT Vault, which is $397 value. And we're going to jump in and start.
You're ready before we are. Amir and I were just chatting about the people.
Do it.
Okay. I'm so nervous. All right. The first winner of the LUT goes to Matt McPherson. Get hype.
No, I'm super hyped, but I'm just thinking about like, how are we going to, what are we doing?
I'm keeping track of the list, but if you are a winner, send an email to Qazi at the Post Village and say your name and what you won. But obviously, we're keeping track, so everybody can't just be like, I'm Matt McPherson.
Exactly.
When you send the email, send a copy of your profile so we can verify that it's you.
That is true.
I've had people in the past try to claim.
Can we pin our email? Like how would they know my email address?
Qazi at the Post Village. If they follow you, they should have your email.
Yes.
Qazi at the Post Village. Qazi at the Post Village.
Yes, it's QAZI Qazi at thepostvillage.com. So that is the email address. You're going to take a picture of your name from here and you're going to send that to us and be like, hey, this is me. And then we're going to get you your product right away. All right. So Matt, let's go, Matt.
Pearson is winner number 1 of the LUT.
All right.
Okay. Winner number 2 of the LUT is Michael Volgeli. Michael, Voegele.
Michael Volgeli.
Yep. Winner number 3 of the LUT, Louis Mara. Send an email. Congratulations.
Louis Mara, congratulations, brother. So send an email. Oh man, the messages are going nuts right now.
I know. It's winter time.
Let's go.
Chicken dinner. Everybody congratulate the winners. They're very lucky.
Dude.
Because yes, we're giving out so many and we have 15 winners, but still so many people wanted this shit.
No, it's insane.
All right, so that was 3. Number 4 of the LUT, Salem Ali, number 4. Congratulations. And the last person to win the LUT pack is Charles Alum. Congratulations.
Charles Alum, congratulations, brother. Let's go. So that's our 5th LUT?
Yep.
Oh, man, that is crazy. All right, moving on to freelance colorist. We're going to be giving away.
Yes. We're going up.
Now it's $697 value. And guys, I'm going to tell you one more thing. From this day on, there will be no way to actually purchase individual products. So you won't be able to purchase Qazi's Toolkit, Freelance Colorist, or these LUT Vault, like these things on their own. So that is one thing that I want to make clear. So that's another interesting thing that's happening right now. We're just going out with a bang, Let's get in there.
FCM winners. It's hard. If they already have FCM, then what? Just gonna gift it to them and they can gift it to someone else.
We can work something out. Yeah.
All right. FCM winner number 1, Raphael Dragomir. These names. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh no, I see him. Okay, so yeah, Raphael. Oh man, it's just moved so fast.
Raphael, you're a winner. Congratulations.
Dragomir. Okay, yeah. Raphael Dragomir. Congratulations, brother. So first FCM goes to him. Let's keep going.
Second FCM goes to, on YouTube, Kirby P Films 1. Our YouTube was apparently really lit. I was over there.
Okay. Really that is amazing. Because I don't want them to feel like, we're...
Yeah, we were paying attention.
What's his name?
Kirby P Films 1.
Kirby P Films. Congratulations, brother. Let's freaking get it.
Yes. Number 3 winner of FCM is Brave YouTube. He's on Comcast. Or Crowdcast, I'm sorry.
Crowdcast, and it's Brave YouTube?
Yeah, well, Brave YT. I assume that meant YouTube.
Yeah. Brave YT. Congratulations.
FCM winner.
Then
we have Kate Garcia.
Oh, let's go. Yeah, I've been seeing his name a lot. So, I'm happy that he won. Cake Garcia,
No,
right?
I said Kate.
Kate Garcia?
Yeah.
T
Kate.
T E?
Kate. Kate
Oh,
Garcia.
Kate Garcia. Okay.
Yep. All right. Then what number are we on?
I think that was fourth.
I think that was
Fifth.
third.
That was third?
I
Okay.
don't know.
What are you doing?
It's all over. I told you I wasn't ready.
Okay.
Okay. We're going to say that's third. So maybe you're giving away 6 FCMs. I don't know.
All right.
All right. Our next winner for FCM is Stingray Schuler. Stingray Schuler.
Stingray Schuler.
Is that
Let's
the real
go.
name? That's crazy.
I don't think these are the real names. I mean, some are.
All right. And then the last FCM winner is going to go to Jordan Klein.
Jordan Klein.
Yep.
Last FCM winner. Let's go.
All right. Now, Qazi Toolkit winners.
All right. Now we're moving on to Qazi's Toolkit winners. And Qazi's
$776 value.
Yeah, that's a $776 value. So let's go. Let's get the 5 winners in.
You can gift these. All right. Number 1, Sean Shepard.
Sean Shepard, congratulations, brother.
Number 1. Number 2, Joshua Myers.
Joshua Myers, congratulations, bro.
Yes. Number 3, Jonathan Feliz. I am really sorry. I am not.
Jonathan Feliz.
Jonathan. Oh, maybe that is what it is. Jonathan Feliz.
Yeah.
That's number 3. Number 4, Petra Marokovic.
Why are you picking the hardest names?
This was Amir. You could
okay.
Amir.
Okay, Petra
and
what?
Number 5, the last one that I picked is Ben Radcliffe, a name I can say.
Ben Radcliffe, let's go.
And everybody, you guys have been very, very lit in the comments.
We're not done yet. Yeah, we're like halfway through, so we're still going.
No, I know, but I'm just congratulating them for showing up in the
Yes,
chat.
yes, like we're lit. All right, guys.
Stressful.
So first of all, thank you.
You're welcome.
Love you.
Thanks, Amir.
And also, this is not just some cat. This is our cat. Just like, because you guys care so much. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna keep going. Can you guys see my screen? All right. So now I want to talk about what you're actually getting. So like we just want to sum this up. All right. So flagship plugins, $1,800. Complete course library, $2,300. LUTs, $1,100. Mini masterclass, $700. Production footage library, $2,500. Weekly custom look creation for a whole year, 50 looks, $2,500. Monthly live Q&A sessions, $2,500. 12 sessions a year. And then everything that I put out in the future. So currently we're sitting at $15,900 value per year and growing. Okay. That's all you are getting. So my logic is pretty simple. I'm not good at math. If I were to charge you $15,900 for this entire package, if somebody's selling that to me, I will be super stoked. And I'll be like, this is amazing. You know why? Because you're going to make your money back like in less than a year. That is a guarantee, because you're literally getting all the systems, like the entire blueprint that I'm using to be doing what I'm doing. Okay. So you're getting access to all of that. So for me, it becomes a no-brainer, but I'm not going to do that to you. Even if I give you all of this for half the value, I mean, you literally saw everything that's included and all the new things that are coming up. So even if I give you all of that for half the value, $7,950, it will be worth every single penny. It will be a bargain to you. But again, I'm too good. I'm not going to do that to you. If I give you everything for quarter the price, $3,975, this is basically like I'm just like giving it to you. This practically I'm just saying, like, just take it. I'm not even going to do that. Okay. $2,500. My team didn't want me to do that. They thought like I was being stupid because I'm cheapening the product too much, and then people are not going to give it the respect that it deserves. And I agreed for a minute, but then I said, you know what? I got to go with my gut. I'm not even going to do that. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this. This is the actual price for a lifetime. This is one time, never pay again. $1,995, one price. You get everything that you saw there and everything we're going to create in the future. But most importantly, the things that I kept for now until the last minute is this right here. When you pay for the lifetime access, you get 30 minutes of one-on-one coaching session with me directly, which is a $1,250 value. This is only for people that are getting the lifetime access. You also get 3 months of priority email support, which is $1,500 value. So if you add these up, you're already past this number. Forget about everything else that you're getting and everything that you're going to get for eternity. One price, you get everything. Just get locked in. If you can't pay all at once, some people are like, dude, this is crazy. That's okay. Buy now, pay later. We offer that. $98 a month if eligible. That is now on to you, like depending on the country you are, or your credit, all that stuff. But you can get it for this much, okay? Never buy another individual product again. Like I come up with a new product, it's $1,000. You don't have to pay for it. You're just good. You're set for life. Or you can do this yearly subscription, $695 a year. You get everything. Like I said, we're not playing those games like where you don't get this, you don't get that. I mean, the only two things that you don't get are like this plus additional thing. That's a one-off thing. You don't get these with a $695, but you do get every single thing else, like the entire package that you saw. Okay. And if you can't pay it all at once, that's okay. We have buy now, pay later for that as well. Only $58 a month if eligible. You know what that means? That means less than $2 a day. And if you can't afford to invest $2 a day in yourself, then literally, I don't even want you in that program, and you shouldn't even be watching this. I mean, you're just wasting your time at this point. So this is what we got going on, okay? And at this point, I want to say something very exciting. For all my people, my Qaz fam, people that have purchased Qazi's toolkit and people that have purchased Freelance Colorist, they are about to receive an email that is going to include a 50% discount. This is for a limited time only. Okay. This is the early bird special. This is going to go away anytime. So you want to act on it right away. And I'm going to send that email right now after I fix something. I just realized I'm like sending it to everybody. Guys, there's a lot of things that we're doing. Just
There's
like
so many moving pieces.
Moving pieces here. Yeah.
The giveaway is over, friends. I see people still in the comments. So congrats to everyone that won. If you didn't win, we be giving giveaways every now and then, but it's been a long time.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Over a year. I think over 2 years since we've done a webinar.
Okay.
Yeah, it's over.
So I'm about to do this right now. So we are sending an email with 50% coupon to.
Yes, CosFam is thanking you. They were wondering what was going to happen.
Boom, it's sent. Okay, so that is sent, and this can go back. All right, so that is sent, and now you guys, all our Qaz fam gets 50% off, whether you're doing a yearly subscription or whether you're doing a one-time payment. I mean, if I'm you and I'm getting 50% off for a limited time only, I would be doing a one-time payment and just get everything unlimited for free in the future. So I would 1000% be doing that. Okay. So now I want to tell you something. I am so confident in this product that I'm giving you guys 7-day risk-free guarantee. Okay. If you're not satisfied, here are just like some caveats that I want to mention. Do not download Qazi's toolkit because that is a downloadable DCTL. So once you have it, I can't really take it back. Whereas like with Rapid Grade, download it. That's fine because you need a license. So I can kill the license on the back end if your 7-day risk-free guarantee. And if you exercise this, we can take that back. This, we can't take it back. And don't watch any of the courses for over 25%. Okay. So if you don't watch the courses over 25%, if you don't download Qazi's toolkit, use it, the rest of it for 7 days. If it's for you, great. If it's not, get a full refund. Okay. And now I just want to say this. I'm going to open the doors. Okay. So now you guys can go and purchase this. I'm going to send you the link. I'm going to post a link here. First, I have to like learn how to do that. Like I'm not seeing a button that they used to have, a call to action button.
At the bottom? Yeah.
So they changed so many things, bro.
I know. This is what happens when you do a webinar once every 3 years.
Yeah, but I mean, they just changed so many things and for the worse.
Oh, the link is not working in the email because the product is not live yet. It's going to be live in seconds. It's not actually live yet, right? Oh, it is live. Okay.
No, I mean, hold on. I mean, I'm not making that face. It should be live. That's why I'm making that face. That is why I'm making that face.
Well, friends, we're all in this together. This is the growing pains of it being live.
Okay. Okay. I mean, my homie is saying that it is live.
Oh, the link inside the email doesn't work. Something's wrong with that link. It might be broken.
Oh, okay. We'll get to the emails later. Let's do one thing at a time. I need to put a call to action button. Crowdcast. This is the last time I'm gonna be using you guys.
Okay, but for FCN people, we'll send out an email today with an updated link. It is for a limited time, but obviously you'll get that email today.
Let's refresh it. This is where it is, guys. This is it. So I'm putting the link in the comments. Can I pin it? Oh my God, it's going so fast. All right, I can't do anything with that. Wow, I can't believe that they did that. They have like no call to action button here.
Yeah.
Wow. That is incredible.
What's under the 3 dots?
What 3 dots?
Leave stage. No.
Yeah.
I think you can pin a comment.
Hold on. Call to action. Okay, here it is. Okay. Yeah. So I mean, it's just within a menu within a menu within a menu within a menu.
Look under like 3 different tabs. How silly of you.
Early bird special.
Oh, sweating for real, y'all. Sweating for real.
Yeah, why don't we have the air on? It's like 110 degrees. Okay. Do you guys see it?
I see it.
You see it?
Well, let me see. People have posted it in the chat.
All right. Are you guys seeing the... Yeah, but you don't see it in the middle or something?
I just refreshed my page.
Okay, now it's showing up. Okay.
Yes,
we got it.
Now it's there. It's live.
All right. Yeah, super simple. Easy breezy. Okay, so now for YouTube, it is in the description. Can you guys see it in the description? I'm going to also post it here as well and try to pin it. Pin. Okay, so it's there. Early bird special. Link is added in there. Go get your access right now. And guys, I want to just say this. This is going to be available for the next 20 to 30 minutes while we take some questions and just like wrap things up. And it's for a simple reason. So this is not a fake, I'm closing the cart or anything like that. But we're going to be closing the enrollment for a simple reason, which is we're still working. I mean, you guys are seeing what's happening here, right? Like, I mean, there's so many moving pieces. So there's still things that we're doing. So this will close in a couple of hours, maybe in like 20, 30 minutes. And when that happens, we're not sure how soon we're going to open the cart up. And once we open up the enrollment, I also don't know if the price is going to stay the same. I want to crank up the price. So this is like your early bird special pricing that you're seeing. So take advantage of it, because like once it closes in the next like 20, 30, 40 minutes, we're going to take a break for X amount of days, get everything figured out, and then we're going to enroll it. So this is your cue. Like, go for it and make it happen. And whoever is joining, please go ahead and like comment and tell us whoever is joining, because I would love to like bring some people on and just have a quick little chat. And also I want to now jump into the Q&A section, and I'm going to start off with like some FAQs here as well. And then do we have questions queued up?
Yes, we have so many questions.
Okay, so we're going to go through those too. But let's start with this. Okay, so if somebody's wondering like what happens after my first year, so this is just like a yearly subscription, like any SaaS service. So like, you just like renew it. So like after a year, you just renew it and you just keep going. And hopefully we're going to have a similar price. But I mean, the price might go up only for a simple reason, because we have, we're going to be adding so much more to it. And this price is already like too good to be true. Any hidden fees? There are no hidden fees, 0 hidden fees. All you need is like, we would highly recommend you getting the studio version of DaVinci Resolve. What if I'm a beginner? If you're a beginner, that's great, because start with FCM, start with like our mini masterclasses, stuff like that, and just go from there. What if it's not for me? You get a 7-day risk-free guarantee. You get a full refund, so you don't have to worry about that. And then why are we doing only 20 minutes, 30 minutes, of open window? It's for a simple reason, because it's like I want people to make decisions, right? Like, I mean, if I just give you like 7 years, people like, I'll be the first one to not make a decision. So it's like I'm working with top tier companies all the time. Like I'm working on big deals, and it's like all those things need to be done like in a timely fashion. So that's exactly just what it is. Let's get some questions.
Okay, so the first question is, when do you use compound nodes? Like with this?
So here we don't even need to use compound nodes for a simple reason. I mean, I'm going to say this. I personally don't use them, and it's for a simple reason. It's anytime you try to complicate anything, like, when you just like go, oh, there's a new feature that's added in DaVinci Resolve, and it's like, I got to use it. You're going to overcomplicate everything for yourself. And with compound nodes, the only time that it makes sense is like when you're going, I'm going to create a crazy concoction. Let's just say Qazi's toolkit, and it's usually have like 8 different DCTLs. I'm going to have 8 different DCTLs. Now I want to clean that up, and I want to put it in a compound node. So, and then I can just call it Qazi's toolkit, and everything lives in one place. The reason why I personally don't love that is because I have to click on it. I have to go inside, and then I have to get access to those nodes. And I just like, when I'm working, I'm moving fast. And more importantly, I don't want to go like where I have to double click. I'm working on my panel, and I just like want to move, like hit buttons and just go to a certain node and like make those changes, instead of like moving my hand from here, going here, and then go into like compound nodes and stuff like that. And it's like the stuff that you're going to learn from me, it's always going to be like that hardcore, tried and tested. That's what I do in the field. That's what I'm sharing with you. So like if I'm not showing you some new thing, it's not necessarily for like, I don't know how it works. It's mostly because this is just one of those features that like Resolve puts out to like get people excited, but then like 2 months later, you just realize that it's not that useful. All right.
Okay, this was actually my question, but it got upvoted. So I'm not a colorist. Is this tool easy to install in Resolve? Like somebody like me, I could do it.
What, Rapid Grade?
Yeah.
Like, yes. I mean, how to install it?
Yeah. Is it easy?
Yeah, I mean, it's super easy. Like, you're going to get a DMG file, and then you just double click on it, like just like any plugin or not even plugin. Like, let's just say if I give you DaVinci Resolve and you like double click on it. If I give you DaVinci Resolve, you just double click on it. You just go through the, next, and install. And then once it's installed, you're going to go inside and you click on, you drop in Rapid Grade. And once you drop it on, actually, let me just show you. So if I'm here, right? And if I just delete this and then drop Rapid Grade, when you first drop it on, it's going to have watermarks all over it, because you have to actually put the license key. You have to go check your email. So this is actually a really good question. We're going to send you an automated email that's going to have your license key. You know what's really exciting about Rapid Grade compared to like other tools out there? That so many tools out there give you one license key per license. Because we're awesome, we're giving you 2 license keys per license. So you have 2 seats per license. Why? Because we understand. It's like you want to have this tool installed on your desktop right here, and then you also want to have that tool on your laptop. So when you're on the go. So we're giving you 2 seats for one, like just one tool, one price, one license. And you're going to go all the way down. And right now you're seeing status is activated, and I can deactivate it. But for you, it's going to say a 7-day trial, and underneath it's going to say put in like your license key. So you just like copy paste that license key, hit activate, or maybe it activates it automatically, and then it's going to prompt you to like quit out of Resolve and then like log back in. So as soon as you quit out and you go back in, everything should be working perfectly fine.
Excellent. Okay, somebody asked earlier how much will it cost, but you already went over that.
Yeah.
And then you mentioned how they can do a payment plan.
Yes, exactly. So I mean, this, once again, if I actually take you the actual site right here, so you can go through it. You can watch this video on there as well. You can see everything that I basically took you through, but here is like all like very beautifully broken down, the entire thing. And you can click on get access now. And then it's going to give you like 2 different plans, right? So like it's giving you 2 separate plans. So you have a yearly plan right here, and then you have a one-time plan right here. So whichever you want to pick, just click on it, and then it's going to take you to the next next stop. It's going to take you to the checkout page, fill everything out. That's where you're going to select buy now, pay later. So it's either going to be Affirm, Klarna, one of those guys, and just select it. See if you're approved, for especially for your country, and if everything works, then that's that. You see the 7-day guarantee right here as well. And plus, like, additional FAQs are like right here. If you have any questions, like, you can just go right here and just look at these.
How do you approach finding the look of a project when you first get raw footage?
So, I mean, most of the time you're going to be working with people that are like, you're going to be working with a client that's going to tell you what they're looking for. So it's like, you remember the scenario that I just gave you for this particular look that we were creating, like this guy right here, that the client was just like, hey, we shot it in the winter or something, and we want to make it look like fall. What can you do? Right? They're always going to be asking you some crazy stuff. So here I can just go, well, here, like, I already have that created, this look that I built up. What do you think of this? And all of a sudden they go, well, this is perfect. Obviously, I'm not going to give it to them like that, because then they're just going to come up with something to like make you work harder. So like, I'm going to take my time and I'm going to send them that look 8 hours later. And I'll be like, I cooked this up. Like, what do you guys think? And they're going to be like, oh my God, this is amazing. But yeah, so most of the time, as a beginner, I made that mistake a lot, that I would not ask questions and I would try to anticipate. Don't do that. Don't anticipate. Don't like fill in the blanks. Don't do any of those things, because what you think is like, when you're starting out, you're like, I don't want to look stupid, right? And that is very true. It's like, I don't want to look stupid. I want to just like kind of give them something. That is a major mistake, and it's going to reek like that you are new. You're just like, you're new to this. You don't understand this, because people that are experienced, they ask the most questions.
What are the first steps someone should learn? Someone new should learn.
I'm gonna do this. Hold on, my bad.
Yeah. Are you doing the coupon in Podia? Because I can make it real quick.
No, the coupon is.
Oh, it's not in Podia anymore. Okay.
The coupon is not in Podia.
Because I just saw your email. You had a lot of FCM members asking.
Yeah. Okay, let's keep going.
What are the first steps someone new should learn?
Okay, so I mean, the beginning, when you're like starting out, I would just like literally say, I mean, I'm just going to go back to like the presentation bit of it, like where I said, start with one ideology, like, one philosophy. And it's like, you don't want to go in like 100 different directions. Like, that's not how my brain ever worked. Like, I've always been the guy who's just like, I'm going to find a resource and then I'm going to stick to it. Right. Like, I'm going to give you an example. So if I'm buying a car, right, and if I'm just like watching any and every tutorial, every video on YouTube, and I'm just going crazy, I'm watching everybody, like, half the people are going to say it's a horrible car. Half the people are going to say this is the best car ever. So who do you listen to? So then sometimes you have to make your own mistakes. And I've made those mistakes and then finally distilled like down to 2 people that I listen to. And anything that they said about specific cars, and I got those cars, I was like, they were bang on for me, not for everybody, for me. Okay. So it's like, that is the thing that you have to understand. So it's like, you have to do the same thing. It's like, find one resource when you're like starting out, what feels right to you. And in the beginning, when you're like new to color grading, what is the most important thing? And again, I'm just speaking for myself. Like when I was first starting out, or when I'm starting out in any venture, the most important thing for me, somebody who can show me the light, somebody that can get me excited to actually do the thing. Because anything that's new, it's so difficult, you don't want to do it, right? It's like so new, it's so difficult, you don't want to do it. So you want somebody that can just like light fire under you and like pump you up and make you want to actually do the thing. So more than looking for somebody that looks like they know what they're talking about, or, oh my God, this is so complicated, they must know their stuff. Those people will make you run the other direction. You really want somebody that can just like make you go, oh my God, this guy makes me want to do this. And that would be like my advice to you.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm like trying to go in the chat and also be in the comments or in the questions. It's two separate tabs. But I had a good question for you and now I lost it. The 50% discount is not working. So many people keep saying that. We will send an updated link when the live is over. People that spam the questions, you are annoying. Is there a walkthrough for the rapid grade?
Is there a walkthrough for rapid grade? Absolutely. This is what I said. I mean, it's better than walkthrough. It's a entire like mini masterclass. Like this is everything that you need. Like once you get access to this is going to be a game changer. This is like something that I should have done even with Qazi's toolkit. I recently just did that. And but like this is absolutely. You just get the plugin, you go through these, and you should know it almost as good as I know it.
Can I use it on baked Rec 709?
Yes, because I'll show you. So, I mean, let's just pretend that this is Rec 709. All we have to do is the top portion right here lets you choose your working color space. So it's like by default, it's set to DaVinci Wide Gamut because you know your boy loves DaVinci Wide Gamut. So I love to like live in this workspace because I just feel like I think DaVinci Resolve created it, so they are biased. You know, they know their software like inside and out. So when they concocted their own color space, it hits the spot. It works really, really well. So this is our default, but you can go here, select Rec 709. So let's just say if your actual footage is Rec 709, then in here, you're just going to choose Rec 709, and transfer function, you're going to choose Rec 709, and then that would be that.
I just want to buy Rapid Grade. Can I buy just the Rapid Grade plugin?
You cannot. So it's like we are not selling products separately, period. So this is going to be one ecosystem. I mean, that was the entire point of this presentation. So this is like one ecosystem. We just want to give you guys like access to every single thing because it's the whole enchilada, you know, it's not just one thing. Like, you know, it just like, if I separate rice from jambalaya, it don't taste the same. You have to like mix it up and like you have to eat the whole thing. Like that's the whole thing. And so it's like, you know, because I'm just helping you out here. Because like you might think that you know better, and like if you just get rapid grade, that's all you need. Trust me, like tomorrow I'm gonna create something else, and then you will need that. And then right now you're trying to save like $100 or $500 or $300. You're gonna end up paying me $7,000 more in the next 3 years. So it's like I look at data, I look at the LTV and like each customer, how much they're worth and everything. I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna be making 10x from you or on you than like if you were to just go and like, you know, get what I'm offering you right now.
How do you handle footage from multiple cameras with different color profiles?
So it's pretty simple because it's like, this is why we do input device transform and output device transform. We set it up like that. So, I mean, this is like our beginning, like which camera footage is coming through and then what is coming out from here. Okay, so like here, you're just going to, let's just say you have like 7 different cameras, which is exactly what we have here. So we have RE, you know, right here. What do we have here? We have Blackmagic here. What do we have here? We have Rec 709 here. So this is actually Rec 709 because look at this. This is Rec 709 footage. So like we have all those different formats, but they don't change anything because they all for us work the same. This is red because we flip everything to DaVinci Wide Gamut working color space. And then once that happens, then whatever we do here is already set by default to DaVinci Wide Gamut. And then like, it doesn't matter which camera you're working with, everything will behave exactly the same.
How is this plugin different from DCTL? So maybe from your toolkit?
This product is extremely different than Qazi's toolkit. You guys saw like the demonstration, the quick demonstration that I gave you. Qazi's toolkit, you need to have like, again, I'm not going to sit here and like, you know, badmouth my other product because my other product is a great product, but that's like basically, you know, saying, again, I'm going to go back to cars. I live in that world. So like, you know, asking the chief engineer of like 9/11, that hey, the car that came out 27 years ago compared to today, like, like, isn't that the same thing? Well, I mean, yeah, like the chassis, the body is still pretty similar, but everything else is, gutted out, and it's like completely different, completely new. So it's like Qazi's toolkit was amazing for what it is, and it was a cheaper, reasonable option, right? That you can get, and you can mix and match, and you can just like buy this and don't have to get that, blah blah blah. What I learned from it is that was not that great for you guys, because it's like one of the main questions we would get all the time is just like, oh, 7 different, like, where am I supposed to put what where, and we have walkthroughs and everything, but we would just keep going back and forth on that. Well, you don't have to ever worry about any of those things. If I were to, like, tomorrow add a whole new section here, you don't have to worry about where it goes. All you need to do is, like, you get an email that the new update is out, you download the new update, and you just have that here now, and it's placed exactly where it's supposed to be. All you have to do is just move some sliders and get some results. And all these functionalities that I showed you here that are not in Qazi's toolkit. So that's the thing. I mean, that's like the beginning and end of that. Like, we have a lot of newer tools here that we do not have in Qazi's toolkit. Qazi's toolkit does not have the functionality to spit out LUTs that you can do here. Another one cool feature that I didn't show you guys, which I should have, is right here. Obviously, all of that is covered in our yeah, exactly, in our mini masterclass that we have on this. But if you're here, if you're working on 19:6 aspect ratio something, let's just go there and turn it into that. See if I can. How do we do that? So we go here, we turn it into this. If I do that, you see how amazing this is? This is basically changing because we have this set to smart, like, movement. So, like, use timeline aspect ratio. So it's basically just going to switch it to whatever you're changing. Most plugins don't do that. So you have to, like, you're just basically stuck. You can't really see their charts or anything like that. With ours, you can just do that. You can also, like, turn this and now control it individually, how and where you want to move it in terms of, like, the aspect ratio. So you can change that, or just leave it to timeline. Like I said, I mean, that's like the best option there. All right, go for it.
All right. Dealing with green screen footage done with the key in Fusion, what is your preferred color setup from Timeline Fusion and Color Page?
I'm gonna be 1,000,000,000% honest with you guys. I don't do pretty much anything in Fusion. I have, for visual effects, I send that stuff out. So I don't mess with Fusion at all. Like, and now with the Color Page, majority of the things, whether you're talking about depth map or you're talking about magic mask and all those things, like, there was a time and place when Color Page was very limited, so they had those reserve in your Fusion page. Now that's not the case. So, like, all of that, you can use it here. Plus, at least maybe it's on the Mac side. Anytime I'm in Fusion and I'm doing anything, it just chokes. It's like really slow compared to, like, what happens in the Color Page. Maybe also that's a user error because I'm just a lot more comfortable in the Color Page compared to being in Fusion. So that is the honest answer.
Will there be a replay of this live?
So as of now, there is no, I don't have it set up to that. So that's where we're at as of now. But we'll just see what happens after this ends. But yeah, for now, we don't have that set up.
The clip must be recorded. Wait, I'm sorry. Must the clip be recorded perfectly? Can you rescue any clips with, like, exposure issues?
Most of the time you want to record these, like, you just want to do it in a way, like, the information is preserved. Because, like, let me just give you an example here, right? Like, so, I mean, if we go here, we look at this, our highlights are preserved somewhat, but you see this clipping that's happening here. Like, a lot of this stuff is kind of clipped and it's kind of gone. So, like, no matter what I do, it's impossible to, like, pull that back. Like, there's just no way for me to bring that out. Now, if the sky was protected and then they were way more underexposed, we could have brought them out and then applied noise reduction and actually work with that. You see what I mean? So just always remember that, like, there's only so much that you can do. But if some things get cooked in the image, even if it's log, I mean, because this is log, right? Even if it's log, if something is just like cooked, it's just really hard to bring it back. And you can see it in log, it's cooked, right? So like, I don't know what's going on, but it's like, we just have that information is gone. It's like, we can't really bring it back. But yeah, I mean, there's going to be times like, where we can do some roll off magic and like, like, so look at this, right here. So like these highlights, like now we can do this right here. So we can, or actually, you know what? Dynamic range. I can go here. I'm already actually doing it. So like, look at how much softer I've made all of these. So like, look at the highlights here. But if I just go to full, it starts to feel kind of clippy, but I can go here and I can just bring so much of that back. And it's like so gentle because like, look at this area, how it's like stretching up top. And then we can just like bring it down and give it so much more life.
Baby, you made your first sale.
I think there's a bunch of more, but like, yeah, I know.
I can only see what comes in through the email.
Yeah.
But Louis Mera, he was here earlier. So if you want to go live, my guy, comment in this chat so we can talk to you or anybody else that's made the purchase that I can't see.
I know, because this is like really weird because I'm seeing a bunch of these here, but like, I don't know. We have to check it on the back end because like
I don't have access to all your stuff.
No, I know, because I'm looking at it because they might be getting access, but then the payment is not coming through. I have no idea what's going on, but we're going to check it. But that said, let's do this. Let's just do
FCM people, your link will come later.
Yes, we're gonna yeah, exactly. So we're gonna take care of that now. We've already gone on for 20 plus minutes, so we're gonna just like wrap this up. I want to take maybe, especially like I'm like super fried too. I don't know why we still don't have the air on, but like let's just take one or two more questions.
Well, I mean, I can just turn on the air,
but that's okay. I think we should just do one or two questions and then just like wrap it up.
Okay. Well, now if we can only do one or two. What color spaces do you have on this other than DWG?
Oh, I'm going to show you that. So, all right, guys, we're going to wrap this up. So this is going to be second to the last question. There's going to be one more question. Then we're going to call it. This is the final call. So anybody who is interested, go check out the links. I'm going to probably take them down in maybe 10, 15, 20 minutes. And then, like I said, we'll bring it back whenever we can. But if you want to jump on it, this is the opportunity. Go ahead, do that. And let's just say the question again. I'm sorry.
What color spaces?
Okay, so let's go through it right now. So color space primaries. So we have all of these different color spaces. So whether you want to work in ACES, super simple. You can do that. You want to work in RE wide gamut, those are available. DaVinci wide gamut, XYZ. So these are all the usual suspects. Okay, so like anytime you ask any colorist, it's going to be, their preference is going to be between these three right there. That's it.
What do you do if you don't know the color space?
If you don't know the color space, I mean, that's a very good question that used to happen so much in the past. Predict. Just go through random ones. Like, I mean, I'm assuming you're saying like, you mean like, even if you don't even know the log color space, like if you're here and you're like, dude, what does it look like? Like, I don't know what that is. Because you know what's funny is this. Blackmagic, Sony, and Alexa, very similar color sciences. So how funny is that? So like those three are going to be in a similar world. Okay. So like you can basically make a mistake and swap them, go from one to the next, and you will be somewhat okay. Red is different. Red is like very different. Canon is its own thing. So like that's that. But like Sony and Alexa are almost like this. Sony is like literally built their S-Log 3 very close to Alexa. And then I think Blackmagic, some variations of Blackmagic gets pretty close to. Let's take a last question.
Okay, I'm not seeing it on here, but earlier someone was asking like, what node order do you use rapid grade?
So, okay, that is an amazing question. So rapid grade, we want to use it right before our ODT. So this is our ODT. This is our output device transform, like, whether we want to put it for Brex 709, for sRGB, whatever it is that we want to do, we're going to put that here. and then rapid grade is going to be like right behind it. Okay, so it's going to be bumper locked to that, especially because now we have all of these available here. So usually I do um, moving my, like if this didn't have texture based stuff, I would have moved it back, and then I would have had like film looks and everything else like lined up next to it. But because this is like so good and it has all the texture based like film traits that I need, I don't need to put anything after it. So like this is going to be then right before ODT.
Oh, and I have one more question that was earlier. They were asking how much, after they do like the one click, how much leeway do they have to like make adjustments?
Oh, good. Yeah, great. So, I mean, basically, what's really happening, I actually don't know if I mentioned that or not, but basically, what's really happening is when you are here and you just do this, and let's just say if we apply one of my favorite, retrochrome, to freaking die for, man. It's so clean. I mean, look at this. Silky, silky smooth. So if I apply this, what it's doing is under the hood is all of these changes. I went ahead, I created a Kodak 2383, then I turned on show curves and I went to town. I mean, like, look at how different these curves are. I just went nuts and I like built it. Then I went to like, are we doing any dynamic range? No, we're not. Then I did split toning and I built that, right? So I added that where I wanted to keep it. And then are we doing any adjustments here? Nope. Skin tone, yep, we have a default pop that's happening here. We have like sky depth we're using like for the blue. So if I do before and after, you see the difference here. So basically, in a gist, what I'm trying to say is like that's exactly what's happening. Is like each thing that you're seeing here, it's not just coming out of like ether, like it's just coming out of nowhere. Like, I mean, it's just a concoction of like all these parameters. Like we're going pretty deep into these, and then we're concocting this particular look, and then that's what you're seeing here.
Oh, and then someone asked if it was AI based.
No. We don't have anything AI based yet because again, I'm not gonna just add something AI just for the sake of it. I'm gonna add something AI when there's an actual need for it. So otherwise, like it just doesn't really make any sense. And we thought about it, we talked about it a lot, but we just decided against it because it's like, again, like I said, I mean, I don't like to do things for fad. Okay. Like I like to do things for like when there's an actual, like when I can make sense of it. Like when we have another thing that you have to realize is that there's not a lot of room that you have with Resolve. Like Resolve doesn't let OFX come in and kind of just like get into their API and do like whatever the hell it is that we want to do. They give you some room, but they still kind of choke you. So like no matter how much you do, like you can't really have like full control. That's why a lot of people, without saying any names, and some are my friends, they have their own products outside of DaVinci Resolve. So you have to actually like use their actual like software, and that's something that I'm gonna think about. Like maybe that is like in the future is like a possibility to have like our own tool that gives you a lot more flexibility that you just can't get. So there's all of that, and we'll see how those things go. Let's take a few more questions.
Oh, now you got time. Oh, someone said, just a random question, not about this. What's your favorite movie? I thought that was cute.
Fight Club. Fight Club is the reason why I ended up doing what I'm doing. I mean, I was going to school for IT, and I was working a security job because those are just the best jobs because it's like you're a security guard. It was like 5 to 11 or something. So it's like I would just go there. The office will close at 5 o'clock. I would just like kick back, put on a movie, and it's like back in the day when you would have like a DVD. So I just would bring what I had, and I had Fight Club, and I would just like watch it, and I would watch it again, and I would watch it again, and I would watch it again, to the point where on MySpace and on Facebook, both my name was Tyler. Yes. Like I just like literally full blown like went crazy.
That's how I was introduced to you, and then I would go around calling you Tyler, and people are like, "Do you mean Qazi?" Who is Qazi?
She would just genuinely call me like Tyler, and then it was like the lie. We were too deep into it that I'm just like, I can't even tell her the truth. I don't know what's going to happen now. So we like half of her family knew me as Tyler. Mm-hmm. So that just like her friends,
We
like,
even had a celebrity named Daylor.
right. Like, I mean, we just went on with that whole lie. But no, Fight Club, nothing comes close, man. It's so freaking good. 7 is so good. But yeah, that's what I would say.
I'm new to color grade. Is it easier to like have many nodes, or is too many a problem? I think that's the question.
I would say when it comes to color grading, less is more. I mean, I'm going to break down this question in 2 different parts. So when you're making adjustments, go big and then bring it in. Okay. So that is what you want to do. Go as big as possible, then pull everything in. So that's what you want to do when it comes to making corrections. But when it comes to like approaching your grade, you want to do broader strokes, like big changes, not a lot of granular changes. Because with those granular changes, what happens is that you end up making your image look too digital, too engineered. And when it looks like that, then when you watch something from Hollywood, especially Tom Poole, I mean, I just want to give a shout out to Tom Poole because it's like he's just one of the best. For me, he's like top 3 colorists in the entire world. Okay. And when you look at his work, like literally look him up, like Tom Poole. When you look at his work, it is so, I mean, Severance, he graded Severance. And when you look at his work, it's so effortless. You're just like, dude, like you just look at it and you're like, oh, anybody can do that. But can you really? Like there's so much finesse. There's so much taste making in the bones of every single frame, but it is done with like very broad strokes. You can tell. That's why nothing cracks, nothing breaks, nothing feels like off. Like it's just not caked on. Everything is like in the pores of like every frame. And that happens when you keep your process simple, you make broader changes, always go bold, always push it really far, and that's going to get to tell you, oh my God, this is horrible. Pull back, pull back, pull back, pull back, pull back. Perfect. So that's the entire strategy. That's like my entire thing.
Is this what's the estimated time frame to release this in as a Windows version?
Windows version is going to be, I'm talking to my development team and they're working to get it done this week. So I mean, we're not gonna sleep on it. Well, like I mean, you know how your boy moves. Like I mean, I move fast. I mean, I'm even mad that it's not here because the thing is, like, I'm not too like I'm focusing on the creative aspect of this product and not necessarily the development aspect of it. So I was like, wait, what? I was just told yesterday that hey, we don't have the port for Windows, and I'm like, what's going on? So like, we are trying to get it done. And because I'm such an intense dude, I'm going to be on my development team and we'll probably knock it out in the next 3 to 5 days, 1 week max.
Is this plugin for Resolve only?
This plugin is for Resolve only.
What's the best way, in your opinion, to showcase your work and where to find clients?
So this is a super general question. I mean, that's the reason why you need to join the program. I mean, honestly, that's like, I'm going to do the pitch because I made it. It's all in there. And I feel like it's just not a simple answer like that. Where do you go? Like, where do you find clients? This is the conversation to have, like on the monthly calls. Jump on, ask your question. Let me show you some, analytics for my Instagram. Let me share some tips, like actual tips. Like, let me just pull up some data, show you some data, tell you what works, what doesn't work. The eureka that I just had and I shared with my wife and Amir and my team, like a few weeks ago, where the difference between reels and carousels, and it's like there's a time and place for each thing, and how do you like really use it for what they're supposed to be used for. You just don't know that if you don't have access to the scale at which I get to play, lucky enough to be able to play. And it's like, those are the insights that you will get. Where again, like I said, I mean, I'm not trying to hold anything from you, but the answers are not as simple, because if they were so simple, like you can just ask ChatGPT and it'll tell you that, and you can go get that.
Is Rapid Grade like movie emulator?
You've already seen the film emulations that I showed you in there. So, I mean, that's the beauty of it, right? Like if you just go back here And if I just go take you under curves, we added, I don't believe in too much when it comes to giving choices, because there was a plugin called Magic Bullet. Um, what was it called? I think it was called, I'm trying, no, Red Giant Magic Bullet. Exactly. It was called Magic Bullet. Probably that's what hooked me on to color grading, because it was just like, you just go through all these presets, you just go and click on it and you get all this crazy, super cheesy, horrible look. But you would just get really crazy look and you would be like, oh my God, this is amazing. But the problem with that was that too many options. Like, I would just spend so much time. It's just like going to Blockbuster to pick a movie back in the day.
Even Netflix now.
No. What I'm saying is, like, going to Blockbuster is so easy. You just pick one of the 15 movies that they have. Whereas on Netflix, you have 15 million movies. I never watch any. That's why I just only watch old stuff, because I don't know what to pick. So if I would have just given you 700 film negatives and film print emulations to pick from, you would be like, dude, I hate this tool. You probably would thought, oh, sell it to me. This is amazing. I have so many choices. I would have hated to create that, because I'm just doing you disservice. Here, just literally go in there and go Kodak 5217 with 2383. It'll give you such clean whites, and it'll just give you the contrast to die for. I just selected it, right? Like, that's it. 5219, selected it. This is before, this is after. We're just basically done. We have the film curve. We have like all the concoction that you would see in a 5219 and a 2383 just produced right here. Now go and use other things to build your look, how crazy you want to get it. Like, you want to get, like, your teal and orange like crazy, like you want to push it here. You want to go in your hue and what kind of color you want to add in there. Like, do you want to add this sort of like crazy cyan? When do you want that cyan to kick in? Do you want that cyan to kick in here? Do you want to pull it back, and you want to go more like a matrix style and like have it bleed into your image? And now you're sitting right here. And it's like, while I'm talking to you, just look at the kind of image that I created. Look at the vector scope. Look at our colorized waveform, what we just created. Or we can just pull this back, and only keep it in these areas and like pull our image out like that. And now we have more of like let's just say John Wick episode 3, compared to like, the initial John Wick was like this, which I actually preferred more. Like, I just thought like it was so cool that everything was just like living in one quadrant. They would always do that. Whereas like the recent ones are like very classic, like a typical teal and orange, like that kind of thing. The separation is like crazy. But like, you just saw how easy it was. We created that. So, this is like your film look. This is the stuff that you see on TV. Just like, look at our colorized waveform. Like, it is mad, because we started with this, and all of this just happened in one node. All right, what do you want to do? Like, let's do a few more, because now I'm pumped.
More. So someone said, I haven't finished FCM. Will I have ongoing access? I feel like you need to address that real quick. FCM.
But I want to understand. Oh, no, yeah, exactly. So, anybody who's purchased Qazi's toolkit, anybody who's purchased freelance colors, we're not booting you. We're not kicking you out. You also have access to our community on Facebook. Like, no. Like, come on. Yeah, you're a Cos fan. So it's like, like, I'm not doing that. I'm just saying, like, I like to be super transparent. So I want to be super transparent, like, with you guys. Like, we spend tens of thousands of dollars every month advertising. You know why? Because we have multiple products, and I have to spend tens of thousands of dollars on creating ads for each product. It is getting to a point where I'm just like, it is confusing for you guys for seeing like 700 different ads about different products. It is insane for us to produce content at that level. And all of this just doesn't make any sense, because I'm coming out with more products and I'm going to be selling you and showing a bunch of new things. And like, half the people are going to be mad, and they're going to be like, well, I just bought this and now you have that, blah, 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 blah. This is way better, because I just dumped about 13 brand new products on you that are literally life-changing. And I'm just telling you, get all of that for less than freelance colorist. What else do you want from me? Like, $695 for every single thing, including the 12 one-on-one coaching calls, including the 50 looks a year. I mean, I just genuinely do not know what else can I offer you that would make it more of a no-brainer. I mean, I just saw one comment that just like made me laugh so hard. Somebody's just like, this is a robbery, $700 for this. Resolve is only $250. Like that always cracks me up. Like when people say that, like it makes absolutely no sense. Like when you talk like that, it's just like, oh, Resolve is only $295, but my monitor was $30,000. Why is that? Like if we're just gonna like compare everything to Resolve, we should just be like, my monitor should be $100 because Resolve is $295. My house should be what, $150 because so we can just go on and on and on with that. And what I'm trying to say is like, you guys need to make sense for your own good, like what you're getting here. And it's like sometimes I just use that as an example because I just want to shake people up. Like because if you're my little brother, I want to wake you up and I just want to be like, dude, what are you doing? You're wasting your life away because you're stuck in such a weird mentality, mindset. You need to come out of it. You have one life. I have one life. And I'm just telling you, don't buy my product, bro. Like go buy somebody else's, but come out of this trash mindset where you're just like, things can't be more than this thing or that thing. It's like, it makes absolutely zero sense.
If they do the annual plan, will that be the price year after year?
That's not going to be the price year after year. It could be, or it might go up. I can't make any promises to you, but depending on how much more workload I'm going to have. I mean, I just signed myself up for 12 calls a year. I just signed myself up for 50 custom looks a year. I mean, I just added so much more work on myself. And more importantly, I'm going to be putting out more YouTube content, more Instagram stuff. I'm going to be on top of that, creating more courses, more things for Cosverse. So keeping all of that in mind, I think the $695 is already a ludicrous price. I mean, I can make it $1,500 a year, and there are enough people in this world that are going to pay me that in a heartbeat, because I will literally pay out of my own pocket $1,500 for my own products because it is too good to be true.
Which is why it's better to just do the lifetime access, because then you just pay this one rate forever.
Lifetime access makes the most sense, but at the same time, I mean, there's nothing wrong with like a yearly subscription, because it's like a lot of people, like, people just don't have that much money sitting around, especially people, if you are not qualified for buy now, pay later. First of all, I would say highly look into that option, because even if there's interest or whatever, a little bit of that, your $2,000 don't leave your account today. You can just pay monthly payments, just like what we do with our cars and mortgage and all that.
Can I use the same license on multiple devices?
All right, so I'm going to just take the liberty and say we're going to make that the last question, and then after that we're going to wrap it up, because the idea was to like wrap it up by like max 12:30, because also I think that we're going to be getting kicked out in like less than 3 minutes from Crowdcast. So anyways, yeah, we're approaching 2 hours. So you have 2 seats per license. And I did that because I know that most of you have your beautiful studio at home, and then you want to have a setup on the go. So have one on your laptop, and then have one license key at home, and that's it. Like, so you will get 2, which is, again, like, I don't know another tool that like lets you do that. You just have to pay per seat, but we are giving you 2 seats with 1 license. All right, guys, this was amazing. This, like, we should attack like all the emails that we're getting from our customers. But anyways, this was amazing. The energy was out of control, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Like, this was so much fun. It's like, I forget how much fun this is for me. And I feel like just for that, like just even hanging out and sharing some things and like getting people that are like this freaking positive and hyped is just so much freaking fun. So I feel like, I think we should just do more often, right?
I
like,
know.
yeah, I just genuinely,
more giveaways.
yeah, and more giveaways, obviously. But I think even if we try to do this once every 3 months, I think that could be really cool. Like, just do it quarterly. But
53 seconds.
This was a blast. I love you guys. I will see you in the next video. I will see you in my DMs. I will see you in the comments on Instagram, YouTube, all of that stuff. Love you guys. Peace. There's like 500 places to turn this off.
I know.
Stop recording. And then let's see. Stop recording.
On YouTube.
Wait, did we end it? About, yes, on stage will be recorded and broadcast.